Okay, so the first episode of What's in My Kit, I did my boots, which I think if you really get into this backcountry hunting thing, will realize that is the most important. We're going to switch it up to something that's also very important, but also pretty fun to talk about. This will be the rifle that I'm using for this season. It's a Fierce Rival in 7mm PRC. It's the carbon titanium edition, so it's pretty light. It's all kitted out with the scope. We're sitting at about 8.5 pounds, which is pretty darn light for, you know, a long range rifle. I've had this thing out. It's zeroed beautifully. I've shot groups anywhere from 3/4 to better than half a minute now that I've got the load worked out. I'm reloading the Hornady 175 grain bullets for this gun. So, and I've been able to, like I say, really get the groups to tighten up. I'm running the Zeiss V6 3-18 by 50mm scope on here. This scope is absolutely amazing. You know, unlike the scope I had on here before, you know, I can dial up when I'm shooting steel if I want to shoot a mile. I've got lots of dial up to do. You know, that other system, I could only dial up 640 and it really only did about a 3/4 turn. This, I'm not sure if I said, but this is a 7mm PRC. I absolutely love the 7s. I was a huge 7 rem guy for forever. So like I said, this is the CT Rival. The things I love about it and the reason why it's my #1 gun. I also have a Rogue that I love. It's a little more compact and smaller for, you know, bush hunting. If I'm hunting elk with a rifle in the bush, that'll be my go-to. But my main gun for mule deer and sheep hunting, you know, where I might have to take a bit of a longer shot, it's going to be this Rival. So I thought we'd run over some of the finer features of the gun that I'm going to be using. Like I said, this is the CT Rival. A couple of the features that really, you know, make it my go-to rifle for mule deer hunting, sheep hunting, anywhere where you might be in open country and have to take a longer shot. It's got a rising cheek rest. It's just got a single Allen key on this side where you can adjust it, get it right. This is set up pretty bang on for me right now. It's also got a really vertical grip position. What that allows you to do is really address the trigger and really make sure you're not torquing the gun. So, you know, when you're putting the pressure on the grip here, you know, you don't wrap your hand around. You just put that straight down the center of the gun and really load it into you. It really works out good. Touch off. I've been shooting some really tight groups with this, like I said. It's got the titanium action. It's got a carbon fiber barrel, and I upgraded the brake to the NXT brake, and this brake performs phenomenally. Really, I have no complaints about this gun. This is the bipod. It's actually a Fierce bipod with it. It's the first time that I've used this particular bipod on a build, and I'm happy with it. I did wipe out on my dirt bike the other day and just pulled one of the carbon fiber legs through, so I just got to reassemble it there properly. But yeah, this will be the gun for the season. Like I say, dressed out with everything you see here right now. It's sitting just over 8.5 pounds, so pretty nice setup for that kind of weight. So it's got the 22-inch barrel on it, just in case you're wondering. And this Limb Saver recoil pad, it's the softest in the business, no doubt about it. So pretty happy, and I've had this thing and I've test shot it now out to 800 yards, and I've had fantastic results. Like, it's been amazing with the way I train in the field. Once I get my groups to be, you know, in that half-minute range, I just do single cold bore shots, long range in the field, and that trains me in two ways. It gives me realistic shooting positions, and it gives me a true cold bore hunting style setup where that's what's going to matter. You know, if you're banging off 15 rounds with this thing, got her heated up good, that data may or may not be reliable when it comes to to shooting at an animal. So with cold bore. That's it. There we go.